Okay, welcome back to Occultists Anonymous. This is episode 47, which doesn't really have any significance. This show is brought to you, sponsored by Roll20, The Onyx Path, and viewers like you. Thank you for all of our supporters and fans. And hang on, I have notifications. Okay. Yes, thank you to all our fans, supporters. Fans? Can we call them fans? I guess technically we can call them fans. Yeah. Just feels weird. I have fans. Okay. Well, I probably don't have any fans. Everybody hates me. Kill the DM. Everybody loves Songbird. Everybody loves Travis. Everybody loves Wyrd. But does the storyteller ever get any love? Yes, the storyteller gets love. Thank you very much. But yes, thank you to our patrons who support us monetarily. We appreciate it. It lets us do cool stuff like buying upgraded equipment and commissioning art, stuff like that. We appreciate it. So a special shout out to Alexander, Brandon, Claire, Danny Giovanni, James, Josh, Cat Feathers, Michael Noba, Perry, Ryan, Samuel, Schmitty, Thomas. I apologize. I didn't change up the order. I did it the same way we did last episode and probably the time before that. But nonetheless, we love you guys. When we last left the Cabal, they'd recovered Thrazon's Codex of Cerebromancy. I almost said Cybermancy. I was like, no, that's a completely other grimoire. Thank you very much. It has matter.
It explodes brains, maybe.
It has forces.
Yes. Yeah. But yes, recovered Thrazon's Codex of Cerebromancy and picked it up from Shodell, who said, oh, it's clean now. Didn't really specify how it was clean, but I mean, it's Shodell. He's good at what he does. And he's a guardian and he's the herald. He's not one to let threats into the Concilium. And then hopped on the subway and headed down to the Athenaeum, which is where we pick up with the Cabal. Now, the one thing I will say, if you guys want to actually have a chit chat with some folks, we can do that. Otherwise, you can drop it off without Mammon being here. The Grimoire is a little less important to you guys individually, but I'm open. I'm free. What do we want to do?
No, I wanted to chat with you when I give it to him because I'm trying to get like either him as an ally or increase my order status for this.
Oh, okay, cool. So
carry it to the door and then pass it off to you.
Gotcha. Lean.
Yeah, will they actually let you guys in?
They will not.
Well, they only did once, but it's because it
was an emergency.
It was an emergency.
Yeah. Basically, our lovely greeter, I can't ever remember her name. Oh, Maya. Yes. Maya, yeah. Is there and kind of smiles and says, "Hi guys," and puts her hand up, just very
not you.
Yep. And kind of motions to the bench, and you guys go, "Ah, yes, we recognize this bench."
Well, hang on, Atratus, are you going to be a while?
I don't know. Probably not.
Okay. I was just thinking Songbird could use some mana, and I happen to know a place.
Yeah, if you want to go.
Sounds good.
Sure.
Well, I'll meet you back at the house tonight. Probably going to run some other errands.
You guys head back on out. Are you guys headed to the Leaf Theater? Okay. And then you were going with Wyrd?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
There should be a week's worth of tasks there for you to soak up.
You've only been gone for
3 days. Worth?
Yeah.
Right, but it's been running for a couple of days before that, I believe.
No, because you cleaned it out when you went into...
You cleaned it out on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. And then
we left on Monday.
Mm-hmm. And it is now...
This is like Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah. Monday, you did the recon.
We did everything in Philly on one day.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you
right. We didn't do a whole lot in the way of planning.
Yeah, because you reconned.
So 3 days worth. It was fine.
Yeah, 3 days. Yep.
What's a train from Philly to New York?
Like a handful of hours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like two.
It's not long.
2.5.
2 hours probably.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very short. So Trinus, you lug this heavy, backpack down the elevator, and I'm sure there's a little internal happy dance at least, as you kind of take it down. Go knock on Heeze's door. Yep. You enter. Sees you, looks immediately at the backpack, goes,
I brought you a present.
motions to his desk. He kind of moves some things out and says, "Please," helps you set it out and goes, "It's glorious." Okay, so I have this for a week.
Yes, you have it for a week. What does it do?
Initially, more mage side on. Initially, it is a grimoire with a number of rotes. But it definitely does some other stuff. I'm going to have to scrutinize it. I'm going to have to take some time. So hopefully I can get this done in a week. I might call in some friends and we might sit around this together. But initial looks, spells cast using this grimoire have some extra oomph or scale or reach. I'm not quite sure, but it amps these spells up considerably. Yeah. I understand why the arrows had it. These are not nice spells at all.
They're battle spells.
Yeah, these are rock somebody's world spells. And at least this one kind of runs his hands over some of the cuneiform, right? And says, this, makes people forget who they are. This is just outright burns their brains out. So it's not evil, but it is
but in the wrong hands, it's horrifying.
It's from another time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and yeah. Thank you, Songbird. Yeah, it is very much from another time, because this is not something that a modern mage would have made. And a reminder for those of you at home: this is Thrazon's codex. Thrazon found it way ago, and he found it in Babylon.
And then we said Thrazon's made it. Mashta found it.
Mashta was the last one who borrowed it.
Oh, okay.
Right. And then Mashta and the Temple of Prosperous Prosperous Future. Why do I keep doing that? Got leveled by seers. And that's when it
so we
disappeared.
don't know who made this thing.
It's old.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's like, no, this is going to be a thing. And kind of reaches his hand across and says, thank you for, at least if nothing else, we will have a copy of the rotes, and maybe we can get a matter mage to duplicate its form, and then we can inscribe. So it may not carry some of the more esoteric stuff. We will probably try to copy that. But just having a copy of it and something of such history, it's good stuff. Thank you, Athenaeus, and my compliments to the rest of the cabal. Considering you did this right after Mammon leaving and stuff like that, this is impressive. This is why you guys were put together. So this is very cool. Now XP wise, are you actually? I am A-okay after this whole thing. If you're wanting to buy another dot in Mysterium, absolutely A-okay. I'm also okay. Generally, for all of you guys, buying a point in Concilium status. We're not quite there yet, but the word is going to spread around the Concilium of you guys did something as a cabal of multiple orders. So if you guys have the XP for that, you're A-okay to buy that, and it doesn't need to be right now, but that is you can fill it in and put a empty dot. You can't actually do that in Roll20, but you get what I mean. So yes.
We also found an artifact the seers were holding on to.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrifying.
Sure,
as a seer artifact probably would be.
Mm-hmm.
The Free Council there have agreed to let us come study it.
Point of order, the cabal.
Yeah.
Okay. But he nods and goes, "Oh, okay. Sure. That's cool. We'll mark that down. Yeah. Study it, report back. I don't know, write a little log on it. And we'll at least add it to the archives.
Yeah.
At large.
They've got it for keeping, I guess. I don't think anyone really wants to keep it, but someone's gotta.
Well, that or somebody needs to make a very, very long, arduous trip out to the abyss through the astral realms, carrying the thing the whole way. And I mean,
It appears to trade souls and erase minds.
Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, so I would, I mean, I'm not them, but yeah, I would throw that into the fucking ocean, and just be done with it. But that,
I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but it's,
I mean,
safe.
Well, I mean, it's the Free Council, and I mean, that seems like the kind of thing that you use on a sleeper. So knowing them, lock it into a vault. Hopefully they'll give it to their local guardians, maybe, if they actually study what it does and it is that bad. But yeah, no redeeming value in that thing other than study it and then throw it away. Yeah, okay. So how did the actual trip go? Because you were here, hale and hearty, and you're not like distraught. So Songbird and Wyrd the Seer made it.
Yeah, no one died. It went surprisingly well.
None of us died. None of us died.
Well, yeah.
Good.
A bunch of them died, but 2 mages killed them.
Unfortunate,
A hive soul
Plug my
killed
name.
them also.
Say my name.
Yeah, Songbird made very quick work of the first mage. The second one, nasty death mage, very nearly killed us.
All you
Also
death
finished him
mages
off.
kind of suck. I mean, you guys suffer souls and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I don't know. He did something I can't do, but it hurt a lot.
Well, and he's gone now, so
Yep.
I mean, and you're not being like haunted by him, are you?
No, I don't feel ghosts.
Okay, yeah. So okay, well, good job. And he's more than happy to chat and sit with you and kind of get a debrief from you.
Yeah.
But is there anything else that you chat with him about, or just spend some time kind of talking? Because eventually he's going to start talking about the codex again, because he's antsy to play with it. But
yeah, I don't have anything in particular I want to chat with him about. Just like,
cool.
Hi, I gave you this.
Yep.
I did my job.
Yeah, right. So we cut to Wyrd and Songbird pulling up at the Leaf Theater. The little happy birthday Dylan, or whatever his name was, is down off the board. The lights are, like the big lights and stuff are off, but you can see some interior lights are on.
All right, come on in. Let's
Okay.
get you some mana.
So you guys head in, and as soon as you open the doors, you can hear people what was this? Enunciating loudly from the theater, and you can watch as the Leaf Theater players, at least until we give them a different name, are up on stage, kind of in half costume. You've got some folks who are wearing like these, ornate, space opera style helmets, and a couple wearing like robes over like t-shirts and jeans. Ooh, I hear roll stuff.
I rolled Beatable Mask real fast on the way in.
Oh, okay. Yes. I kind of expected that somewhere in there you've done that. So cool. Yep. They're performing and, going through steps, and you see Stephen Klein up there and he's got just like this like shiny like vest tunic thing on, and a sword strapped on one side, and a big like super like 1940s ray gun on his in a holster, and like this thing looks absolutely just overblown and crazy and like super self-aware. Like he's yelling out, the names of these characters that are like, yeah, you came out of a fantasy book. Like it's very over the top and like very tongue in cheek. And like a couple times he gets pauses and the director, I can't remember his name. I've got it here. Hang on.
The director was the writer, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah. Who basically gave up his eternal
Lead role.
Yeah, lead role for
Christopher
him.
Wallace.
Christopher Wallace. Yeah. Conka, thank you for being so useful. But yes, Christopher Wallace is. Oh no! Hang on, Steven. You got to get dramatic, like channel Kirk, right? Star Trek Kirk, just go for it, ham it up, and it's like, okay, one more time, and like this, bellowing this, like challenge to some, Dark Emperor Zargoth, or something like that, and it's ludicrous as you guys are standing kind of at the back of the auditorium, kind of watching.
So, are you gonna need some privacy?
Should be fine.
Okay. So yeah, pull up a chair in the corner there, and I don't know, eat some spider webs or whatever it is.
That's true. Yeah, the weird fabric. Yep.
And I'll walk forward towards the players and say, "Hey, everybody, I'm back."
Hey! Yeah, and so, all right, everybody take 5. And as, like, everybody is already, like, walking over to the edge and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was going to try and get everybody into a group hug.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah, and everyone's like, oh, yeah, terrific. Yeah, oh, yeah, this has been great. Stephen Klein, like, kind of gives you a look. He's like, this is the craziest thing I have ever done.
And I
like
love
a very
every
pointed
minute
look.
of it.
It's fun though, right?
Yeah, and he definitely seems to be having fun. So you go ahead and just gobble up everything that was in that hallow. Which what do we work out? 3?
3? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 1 dot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you'd actually get 4 because it can store up to 3 plus the stuff from today.
Okay.
And you got
Excellent.
4 successes, so that works out nicely.
So you're at 9?
It's potency 4, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You just cast Channel Mana. I was thinking of casting or doing your oblation. But yeah, you just
fuck all that.
Yeah, it's like I ain't got time for that.
I don't need an hour.
So hi, Sarah.
She's, I think, listening to us right now.
Oh. You are not sneaky. Yeah, so
So you have 9 mana?
I do.
Do you want to give me back like 3?
Yeah.
But they kind of crowd around Moira, and they're talking. Oh, this has been so great. Oh my god. Lewis Hamilton. Why I decided to give 2 Hamiltons, I don't know, but yes, Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, Lewis has been great. He's been giving us some stage direction, and he doesn't understand the plot, but he really likes it. Steven cuts in. He's like, I don't understand the plot. It's fine. You'll get it later. It's just fine. We're bouncing around doing a bunch of different scenes. It'll be fine. Go ahead. What are we casting?
Exceptional luck as I get everyone in for group hug.
Oh, okay. And so
just as a way to like, what's that?
Well, the Yantras.
Just shout a name.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, roll that. There we go.
3 successes.
Mm-hmm. And so you've got your instant and actually, we need to talk about the reach because
Instant and scale.
Okay, so no duration.
Well, so can I get everybody into a 5-foot circle? No. Okay.
Yeah, because at that point, scale is still it's the largest thing. So in this case, you're talking about number of people. That's your big limiter.
Yeah, let me check the primary factor on that. Exceptional luck is it's potency, so I'll need duration.
Mm-hmm.
Unless that's just going to be 6 seconds or whatever. So
right,
yes.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll go for the extra. Give me a
paradox.
Yeah, 2 dice and paradox.
No, we're good.
Oh, that's not good.
No,
that's good.
4 and 6.
Oh, okay, good.
I saw the 10.
I saw the 10. I was like, oh no. Oh wait,
Yeah.
no, that's fine.
Okay.
Yep. Cool. So with advanced duration, it'll
Yeah, so that should last them like for the practice or for the rehearsal that they're
Yep.
working on. Okay, cool.
give your blessing upon them. Cool. So yeah, and they're good to see you back. Are you going to be joining us for more rehearsals?
Well, yeah, I'll be sitting in and like trying to help in the background and that stuff. But like, this is all your play. I'm just here to kind of facilitate and help.
Cool. Yeah.
Liaise with Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah. No. You've got to. We'll do. Yeah. And like Wallace kind of looks. It's like, all right, guys. Tomorrow. You're going to be okay with tomorrow, Moira?
I'm good with tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're going to do our first full run through tomorrow. And everyone's like, yeah, all right, yeah, let's do it. Okay, cool. And Steven climbs my eyes. He's like, yeah, okay, tomorrow, yeah. Got some more lines to memorize. This will be fine. So they kind of chit chat, and eventually Wallace starts to get them back over it. Like Klein kind of moves over like in a moment and kind of looks at you and goes, like, I'm seriously going to like perform this? But I'm getting paid like everybody else, right?
You're getting paid?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just, this is kind of weird. Thing.
Little does he know how weird it is.
But okay.
And
okay.
like, I just kind of lean in and say, like, you're on the ride, Steven.
Yeah. No, I'm good with this. No, this. I mean, before I was couch surfing and doing nothing. Now I'm couch surfing and the lead in a play. Oh, okay, in downtown New York. Yeah,
And
South Manhattan.
Yeah,
people don't really talk about it.
Yeah. But okay.
So the only other thing I want to do while I'm here was I wanted to work on some doors with Lewis Hamilton.
Okay. Yeah. And basically as you're walking
kinda,
around,
like wave and leave at some point.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't think Songbird had anything to do here anyways.
How much did you get, by the way, just for my own peace of mind? 3, 4? 3? Cool.
4.
4?
4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, he emptied it. Especially as like the talk has changed and stuff like that. Lewis kind of comes out from back and Moira, hops down. Doesn't hop down, walks down the steps to you and shakes hands. Good. You're checking in on them.
Yeah, for sure.
They have potential. Like I wasn't sure about this, but I mean, they're into it. I don't understand it, but whatever it is, they're into it.
Yeah, this is going to be a great partnership, Mr. Hamilton. I mean, it's going to be great things. I can just tell.
Good.
So I hear you've been helping them out with some stage direction and stuff. Like I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Some of the stuff was a little sloppy. Got them, kind of stepping up and chin up, chest out. Really, because I mean, we don't have mics. There's no mics. There's no speakers. So they got to reach the back. So I sit in the back a lot and just kind of hold up a little flag anytime I can't hear them.
This is going to be a fantastic partnership. I can just tell.
Say partnership one more time, Moira. I'm legitimately looking forward to this.
All right. So I want to see if I can, because he still had a couple doors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me
go.
Lewis Hamilton. Which, by the way, folks on Discord, remind me, and I will post the image of what Lewis Hamilton looks like.
Because it's not the F1 driver.
He's awesome.
Yeah. He's pretty great. Yeah, okay. I remember how many doors he has now. What are you rolling to kind of nudge him? And like I said, remember, this can be anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be social roles. Because even doing something, to like using empathy as an example of trying to figure out what they want, and kind of nudging things in that direction, even if it's kind of empty promises, because what you're promising, what you're giving, and stuff like that is another thing. But yeah.
I'm thinking I want to shift this a little bit because I've been using a lot of persuade. I want to try a little manipulation subterfuge.
Sure. Yeah. And so what are you telling him? What are you promising?
So I'm trying to, say like this is going to be a great partnership, but I think I need to be in the background as part of this partnership. And see, since he's already been taking sort of an active role, maybe continue doing that sort of thing.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
But I'm totally here to support and stuff, and yeah, that's what I'm
Mhm.
going for. So, 1 success.
Cool. So yeah, he kind of nods, goes, okay, yeah, very silent partner. That's fine. I mean, yeah, okay. That's
not silent, more like a whispering partner. How's that?
Okay, sure.
Or a soft spoken partner.
Sure. Hey, if you if this brings in people and I mean, people are going to come see it. I mean, this might end up being The Room for all I know, but no, this is yeah, no, I'm on board for
You're
this.
tearing us apart, Wyrd.
Yes. No, I'm totally on board for this. If nothing else, and kind of looks at you and like put pat light hand on your shoulder, says, I'm glad that there's a play being performed.
So am I. This place really, it deserves it.
Mm-hmm. Which reminds me, I have cleaners coming in that I need to schedule around their practices. For once, that's a thing I have to do. If you'll excuse me.
Sure.
And kind of makes his way out and back upstairs, and sudden realization that he can't just have the cleaners just show up whenever, because people might actually be in here.
Yeah. So I don't know if I've articulated this, but my goal is to get like unrestricted access to the Leaf Theater.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had mentioned that before. That actually,
Okay.
My notes are number of doors, not telling you, for Wyrd having free reign in the theater. So, which reminds me, let me edit that, remove a door. I didn't write down how often you can do that. I think we were at like a day or something like that.
Something
once
like
a day.
that, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good to me.
All right. So I'm going to head back to the Puck building. I think we're going to meet there.
Mm-hmm. Songbird, you ducked out of the Leaf Theater and headed.
Songbird's kind of two minds right now. Like he needs to go back and check in, but he's got this hole at the back of his head. Mm-hmm. So he calls up Jimmy.
Okay. Jimmy picks up. Hey, Canthus, what's up?
Hey, man. Just hadn't talked to you in a couple of days. Just wanted to check back in, make sure you got everything cleaned up after the party and everything. Yeah.
No, it was good stuff. People.
Yeah, thanks for hosting for everybody. We appreciate that.
It was a wild party. Everybody had a good time. I like the. There weren't any problems. People like really enjoyed themselves. Yeah, it was very cool.
Yeah, and it was relatively tame for compared to some parties we've thrown in the past, eh?
Yeah, people kept their clothes on. It sounds quite upset.
Disappointed in that.
But
anyways,
you called it. I mean, I haven't done anything. So what's the reason for your call?
I was just checking in, saying, hey, dude.
Okay.
We talked the other day about trying to be a little bit better about being friends and not just business partners.
Yeah, mend bridges. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So just checking in, making sure you're doing good.
Okay, so there's this thing.
Fuck.
Well, no. I haven't done anything. I'm not looking into anything. I just happened to notice. There's some weird goings on. And you said you were going to look into this stuff with me.
Yeah. What's up?
It might be better if we don't talk over the phone.
Okay. Cool. Where you at? I'll be there.
I'm back in my place.
All right. I'll be there in a little bit.
Okay. Thanks, bud. See you then. And he unlocked the doors, let you in, stuff like that. It's like, I think I'm under surveillance.
Okay.
I've never been able to spot anybody, but it's like the song. I feel like somebody's watching me. Not all the time. It's like, in here, we're good. In a bathroom, cool, we're good. Out in public, walking the streets, or even driving, I feel like somebody's following me and watching me like all the time. But and it's
kind of like you must like reflexively put on my mage sight.
Yeah, you immediately recognize that there is some kind of space effect on him. It's like it itches like back of my head, small of my back. It's just like there's something, and it keeps making me turn around. Dude, it's like a bad video game. Like, oh, little whispers behind you, and you turn around and there's nothing there.
That's weird, dude. Huh. I mean, do you want to like go for a walk and I'll see if anyone's watching you or something? I'll tail the tail if that's what's happening.
Yeah, like counter surveillance. Yeah, okay, hang on, let me grab my coat.
Sure. And then like as he's grabbing his coat, I am going to
supernal dispellation.
Well, I'm going to learn my lesson and fucking study it first.
Okay.
So can I want to study the spell, like I guess scrutiny the spell with Prime to be able to dig into the nimbus and everything.
I dig that. Yeah. It's book. I believe that's not going to be much opacity. What is going on? Oh, there we go. Well, it's not scrolling. Mage side, focus mage side. Yeah, there's not a lot that you can learn from it because you don't have space. But yeah, just that really, really basic stuff. I think, yeah, you're probably talking like an opacity of like 2.
Okay.
Sure. Cleared.
Try and reveal it.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, no problem. Just shy of that.
Yeah.
Exceptional. So yeah, very quickly, definitely awaken magic. There's the effect of an attainment, sympathetic casting. Spell factors is duration is a year. Did not cause paradox. It has not been relinquished. It's similar to scrying. If not awaken magic, and it's tied to supernal realms. And then the signature nimbus that you get off of it. So I actually hadn't thought that you would study it. I don't know what their signature nimbus is.
Okay, so it's not Graves.
Yes, yeah. No, it is not Graves. It is not Graves, and it is not Mammon. But did you ever see? Well, never mind. Not gonna worry about it. It's not Mammon. It's not Graves. It does not have a very Mastigos-y feeling. Nimbus.
Oh, I'm gonna cast the fuck out of a spell here in a second. So you just that's good. All right. I'm gonna cast Nimbus Tuning.
Nimbus Tuning?
It's out of Science of Sorcery.
Oh, I'm gonna go open that book.
You can scrutinize a signature Nimbus and ask questions about the mage that cast it.
Oh, dang. I didn't realize that was a thing. All right.
So good to think.
Yeah, real fast. What page
Hope you got some
on?
stats pulled up. 95.
Thank you.
94. 95 of the PDF.
Oh wow, that's just a 1 dot. Sweet. Yeah. What yantras are you using?
Probably just Shadow Name, just because I'm trying to do it while he's got his back turn.
Sure. I mean, heck, if you're just using your Shadow Name, you can do it while we're walking next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so with Prime, so you're going to have 4 potency baseline.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
would you let me? Probably not, because it's different subjects. I was wondering if I could weave this together with what's the other prime one?
Oh, yeah. No, you would not.
Supernal vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. So yeah, I think 4 questions is going to be enough for me.
Okay.
So yeah.
7 plus
9.
what's your shadow name? Shadow name is
11
2
dice.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
3 successes.
All
Right. So Gnosis, Wisdom. Vice and Obsession.
Gnosis of 6. Wisdom of 3. Vice, you said?
Mm-hmm.
What would their vice be? Let's see. Handy dandy suggestions of vices. You said vice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Addictive.
Oh no.
And what was the other question? This is Gnosis, Wisdom, Vice.
Obsession, related to the magic that left the nimbus behind.
Well, yeah, okay. Enter an awakening.
Oh, fuck.
Enter a lustrum, I guess, technically.
Does Jimmy cast a spell on himself?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Vex is already freaking out.
Oh, man. All right. Fuck. All right.
And so, very quick, especially since you cast that,
Yeah.
He, pulls his jacket on. It's like, all right, ready to go?
Cool. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
So yeah, you guys head outstairs, head down, and he's like, okay, you just wait here like a couple minutes, and we'll walk the block.
Mm-hmm.
So he heads out and follow up, and mage sight on and stuff like that. You already know what to expect. He's being scryed on. There's nobody following him or anything like that. You walk and he's bad at this. He keeps like throwing glances over his shoulder to like, you still there? Okay.
I mean, I'm not good at it either.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm like giving him a thumbs up. It's like
right. But yeah, you walk the block. You ducks back into the building. And like is waiting for you in like the little lobby area. And he's like, so did you spot anybody?
I didn't see anything, man.
Okay. But I felt it. Like I still feel it.
Weird. Well, tell you what, let's just go chill and drink a beer.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
And yeah, fuck the spell.
Okay.
Gonna
lay the slap down on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So reach. God damn you.
Do you need reach?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I do.
For lasting?
Yeah.
Yep.
And goodbye, fresh mana. All right. So I am overreaching 2.
Because you got 1 for instant, you don't need it, and you're just touching him. 2 for the
Yep.
You're spending any mana on that?
No.
All right, so overreaching 2,
4
so
dice.
4 dice. All right, roll
1.
your wisdom. Not a problem. So you take 1 bashing wound. And then roll the actual spell. Oh, and the Arcanum rating of the caster. So you're no, never mind.
It's not the Arcanum rating of the caster.
Of the
Of the
subject
spell.
spell's caster. Yeah, so even though scrying is, kind of low tier. But that's it. It's actually just 2.
So I'll roll. I'll make it 6, like potency 6, and
sure,
be assured of it.
Mm-hmm. Cool. And that spell just snaps out of existence.
Yeah. So like as we're going into the bar, I like pull him in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, after you, bud.
Yep. And
pat him on the shoulder.
There goes the spell. You guys sit, talk, chit chat.
Yeah.
As sitting at the bar, he kind of stops, kind of mid drink. He goes, Cat, this I feel better. This feels, but yeah, I don't know if there's anything you guys chat about or just
shooting the shit.
Okay.
And probably, I imagine we start getting back into the fight from 2 days before and watching that fucking clip 16 more times.
Phone. Yeah, because at this point,
I'm sure he's the kind of guy that's like showing other people at the bar. Is like, this guy?
Mm-hmm. He does try and get free drinks. You know who this is?
Oh,
yeah. But that said, as for the signature nimbus, it's it kind of it I'm trying to think of what the actual description would be. Like a large animal stalking.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that something big behind you kind of thing.
Is it being stalked or is it stalking?
Stalking. Like you feel like studying it.
Feels like you are being stalked.
Correct.
Okay. Because, I could see a nimbus going either way with that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is definitely...
Because, like, Red Dreads is kind of the opposite of him, like, it's like the feeling of him, like, holding back. Like, he could unleash this beast on you at any point.
Right.
Yeah, I'm, like, fucking barely holding this together right now.
Right. Cool. You guys drink, hang out, have a good little chat.
Yeah. God damn it. I'm gonna cross the line that I don't want to cross.
Should talk to your cabal first.
Alright. I'm casting another spell as we say goodbye.
Okay. What are we casting?
We are casting a Words and Signs.
That's kind of what I figured. I like this neon deflector. Nuke him from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Also, Norbot went and changed his text title or text color. And now I look down and
he matches Vex now.
Yep. Should do what my old buddies back at Game Attack did, Screw Attack, and it's like, if you're cheering for one character or another, use a particular color. I love the calculation in Chris's head. Oh, yeah. That's a hell of potency.
It's potency 5. It's a
okay,
spell.
because it's a duration spell. Okay.
I always want it to be.
Mm-hmm. Oh, technically, one reach would let you swap it.
And then I have to add penalties to add the duration. So
right.
I think it pretty much balances out.
So instant and advanced duration.
Yeah, at 4 dots of duration, which is a month.
Scene, day,
week, month. Yeah.
Free reach is 3, right? Gnosis Arcana -8. Yantras that you're using.
I had it, but then I just realized. All right, I just bumped 2 off of that, and I will because I can't do high speech.
Okay,
so Shadow Name and Tool.
Shadow Name and Tool. Oh, dedicated magical tool, or okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that gets you 3.
Hmm.
What's your Shadow Name? Isn't it 2?
Shadow name is 4.
Oh, okay. Okay. Craig's the one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ash
3 plus
has-
cabal.
Yeah, Ash has 2.
Okay. That is one I need to put on the overlay so I can keep track. Okay, cool.
Okay, so take 2 off of that.
Right, so it's
so-
5, so minus 3, 0,
So it's
4,
7.
7. Yep. Nice.
Cool.
You did it.
No overreaching either, so
Nope.
cool. And none of that is obvious casting, other than, hey, check this knife out. Yeah. And you hug, pat him on the back, send him inside, spell cast. Cool. Back to the puck building.
And if something pings that, I would know, or if it breaks through it, or
by cloaking. Oh yes, because it's actually it's withstood by, so it's not a clash. So you would not be aware.
okay.
Now if somebody tried to get rid of wards and signs, that's a clash. Oh no,
Okay.
that's not a clash. Yeah, you would just know after the
If they
fact.
dispel it, yeah.
Right. You know after the fact. Cool.
Okay. I feel relatively
Mhm.
at ease with that. Okay. I don't like having to cast on him though.
Yep. Yeah, don't want that
Rubbing your nimbus
all
Mhm.
over him. Yep. That's 2 spells in one day.
I know. All right.
All right. Back to the puck building.
Yeah.
So at this point, Wyrd and Detritus, I think you guys have been at the puck building for a little bit. Have you guys had any chat or any things that you've been up to, or just kind of sitting watching TV?
Yeah, I should probably got back sitting.
So I have this.
I want to look at the map, actually.
Oh, you
Yeah.
you want to do what with the map?
I want to look at the map.
Gotcha.
Like, have it laid out on the table and studying it.
Sure. And what were you saying, Craig?
I was just telling you, I have this. I've sort of started a group of playwrights and players and actors at this place I found called the Leaf Theater, and they're putting on this ridiculous play, and it's going to be incredible. And I think we should all 3 of us go to their opening night.
Sure.
You guys went to a UFC fight, going to a theater play?
Yeah,
I
I will definitely go to opening night for this silly thing you say they're doing.
It's going to be ridiculous and awesome. And I thought
Songbird's
it
gonna
might
be
be good.
confused the entire time.
I thought it might be good as like
What is this nerd shit?
what Songbird was saying, a bonding experience.
Sure.
Cool. And so yeah, you've got the map laid out on the kitchen table or dining room table. And like I said, you've got the couple different marks, stuff like that. Are you wanting to roll, check it out, or just you're looking to see what you've got?
Just trying to see if I can figure out what might be a good lead, kind of.
Gotcha.
Because like Babylon, I think we can consider done because we've got the codex.
Mhm.
We know it came from there. That one's probably good.
Mhm.
They have all these other marks, and I don't know where to start.
Gotcha. Whale.
Can I just do a quick time site, how to get a sense of how old this thing is,
The map.
or a spontaneous cast?
I mean, you're trying to figure out how old the map itself is. I mean, you
Yeah.
could look down and see, the date it was printed.
Okay, so it's a printed map. It's not like a hand-drawn one.
Oh yeah. Like I said, this is
Okay.
legitimately like some old schoolroom map that somebody
Mhm.
yanked down. Like I said,
Okay.
it still has USSR. The map itself doesn't look interesting. Doesn't ping with anything. The marks are the only really like notable
Sure.
things on it. But yes, to restate, there's a mark in the Yucatan Peninsula. There is a mark in western on the coastline Peru. There is one in northern Cambodia. Yep. And then one where Babylon once was, somewhere in the middle of Iraq. Can't remember exactly where.
Nothing in Japan?
Nope. Sorry. Far more exotic locales.
So in my head, the reel is rolling like the old-timey Indiana Jones cuts of planes flying across the ocean.
Travel by map.
Like we should. Do you want to do some exploration?
Sure.
This looks kind of intriguing. What were they after?
That. No. I was gonna say, is there spells for that? I was trying to think. Well, we'll have to think about that. There might be spells for that, but
No, but there is a spell for that.
Post-cognition.
Post-cognition.
On the map.
On the map itself.
You could.
Yeah.
Because we know she was looking at this when we came in. If you want to go see what was going on
What they were
before we
talking
barged
about.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even know like when it was happening.
Yeah.
Yep. Which, while you're going ahead, go ahead and put that up and cast it and stuff like that. Just a quick mention, because it's come up recently in discussion. By the way, post-cognition, technically, while in post-cognition, you can perform no action, including activating Mage Sight. We have house ruled that because I like that. Technically, yes, activating Mage Sight is an action, and you're there, but I kind of like it because there's no scrutiny, so you can at least see that stuff is happening, but not necessarily know what it is. I like that. So that is a house rule for those of you who are watching us to learn how to play. Yikes. But yeah, I figured I'd just mention that real quick. Wyrd is special. Because post-cognition doesn't give me enough headaches already.
The map would not have changed very much.
The map still is itself. Hasn't been torn, damaged, or anything like that.
So I don't think there's going to be any withstand overcome, right?
Let me double check. Right, it is unchanged.
Okay. Right, but I'm going to need some duration.
Oh, actually, it is going to be... No, yeah, it would be... Yeah, it has not changed. Because they suggest a gun that has been fired, but that's using it. The map has not actually been used. Yeah. And then post-cognition is... Where is this thing? Is it a 2-dot spell? No, it's a 1-dot.
1-dot.
Super dumb. No. And besides, you have enough potency for most stuff like that.
So
up next, Cabal versus Giant Boulder. Okay, so we're reaching for
instant cast, scrub, and advanced duration.
Okay. And then Gnosis Arcana, that all makes sense. Duration, right? So you're crank that out to oh good lord, you gave yourself a week? Yep, okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then Yantra's...
Well, yeah, hang on. I can tone that. No. Yeah.
Because you can just have a day. Because I mean, they were talking about it, so...
Yeah.
You could...
So I'll take that down by 2. So it'll give me 7, 10, 12, minus 4 is 8. Or minus 2 is 10.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
And that keeps you at Yantra bonus of 5. Yep.
Let me check the rote on that. If I want to do it as a rote, because then I have unlimited reach, right?
No, you have 5 reach.
Well,
but do you? I mean, yeah. If you have it as a rote, then we don't care about. Yeah, your free reach at that point is 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that changes the dice a little bit, so
it'll still max out at 10.
Yeah. So 10.
Yep. Yeah, you don't have to actually use the Mudras. If you have it as a rote, you can just cast it as such.
4 successes.
All right. So yeah, zoom. You aim an hour before Songbird lunged in, give or take. And
I've got a day on either side, like half a day on either side of that. Well, a day before that.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So you scrub through, and the map hasn't, is like rolled up somewhere for the longest time until suddenly it's out and you kind of, okay, back to real time. And she's basically sitting there and talking to her hive soul, and says, "Yes, oh Lord, yeah, okay." So George, we know that it was found here in Babylon, and all our scrying puts us for the other three puts us here, tapping on the map. The question is just where in these places somebody would hide ancient grimoires. I mean, these are nobody places. Kokur. Also, I apologize to anybody of Peruvian, Cambodian, or what was the other one? Crap.
Yucatan. It's Mexico.
Yeah. Descent, I am possibly going to be butchering these names, but that's not me. That's just the character who has, no care.
He doesn't know better.
Right. But yeah, Kokur and in Cambodia is like, it's just a bunch of jungle and stuff. Tucume in Peru is another like nowhere place. I mean, these things have to be like buried or something. They're not in cities, and like scrying on them doesn't work. So, and George, who is the guy there with the platter. Well, he's the five guys, but kind of leans over and says,
"Are they all named George?"
Well, the hive soul, is George.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is one person with 5 bodies.
As 5, okay.
Yep. But yeah, George kind of leans over and he goes, I mean, the only thing we can do is send a pylon or two to investigate them and have them comb the ground, Madam Mashta. There's the faces I've been waiting for.
Whoa.
And she nods. She's like, yes, but then I have to tell them what they're looking for, and that's gonna make somebody greedy. I mean, I think the only thing I can do is send Thanatos and just let him work, or go myself. And like George kind of scoffs. He's like, I don't think that's necessary. And then, but she looks. She's like, okay, well, yeah, we'll have Thanatos go have a vacation in Mexico, I guess.
Now he's having a vacation in hell.
So he's. Yeah, we'll send him there. At least I know some folks in Mexico that can get him there, and then he can go look around. We'll scry a couple times. We'll locate object a few more times, see if we can get something more precise. And then kind of stops and kind of looks up as there's a shimmer, and she says, "I think something's going on." And it kind of gets up, and then you hear, just this whispered in a distance, "Make us a door, Travis."
All right. So I cancel the post-cognition.
Sure, pop out. At this point, I think Songbird is there, like sitting at the table.
What's up?
Oh,
when were
boy. I'm like, eyes are gleaming. So the grimoire that we just recovered for the arrows is one of a set of 4. They are all connected to each other because they were using the one grimoire they had to scry on the other 3. And those locations on the map are where the other 3 are located.
Do you mention Mashta?
Sure. So the mage's name that we faced there was Madame Mashta.
Mashta?
Mashta.
As in the person who took from the arrows?
Same
60
name.
years ago? She didn't look that old.
May have taken that name, but it's also possible she's changed her appearance.
She did have the chalice of soul transfer.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Oh, fucking A.
Cool.
So,
Yeah, you don't want to know what gnosis she had.
do we want to go on a trip or a 3?
Sure. I feel like we should maybe tell.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we definitely gotta do some research. Can't
Yeah,
just
this is not
hop down to Cambodia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please note.
I mean,
As Songbird looks at the map, like, what the fuck country even is that?
Yeah, please note, Songbird is the one who said we need to do research.
I mean, we could. It's not a
there's
great idea.
there's also some things we need to talk about here in New York.
Such
Oh.
as.
And I cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? Also out of Science Sorcery. Fucking love this book. I am going to hey, put on your eyes.
Right.
I'm casting Nimbus Forgery.
Right.
So that when I cast this, the fake, or I will emulate the Gnosis that I found, or the Nimbus that I found earlier.
Right. And don't bother rolling it. It's fine because you
Okay.
can take a couple attempts to get it. It's a 1-dot spell. You were throwing 10 something dice at it.
Yeah, 11 dice probably.
So yeah, you guys can all see this, nimbus of, stalking you rather.
Yeah, that's not really pleasant, right? We would all agree.
Yeah, seems.
Yeah. That was on Jimmy Smalls.
Huh.
Tied
Scrying
into some
on.
sort of... Yeah.
So
Someone was
somebody's
scrying on him.
watching him?
Someone with, and I don't know how game termy,
Mm-hmm.
Songbird is in character, but whoever cast the spell thinks that Jimmy's going to awaken as well. And they want in.
Oh, whoa. That's not good.
What does that mean exactly?
That's not good.
Like they want to meddle with it?
Well, it's also possible to steal an awakening for not great purposes.
They want to enter a lustrum, was how I understood their obsession. An obsession to do this.
We need to.
We need to talk to some people, yeah.
Yeah, we need to. I don't know. I don't want to leave him.
The spell's gone.
This
And
is
I put a word on him, but that exposes me as well.
This is
And this is not someone that gives a fuck about morals.
This is
That would
kind
be
of
me explaining
in
the Wisdom 3.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To not be pithy or anything, but this might be a good time to contact the Guardians because this is kind of up their alley.
I was thinking Silver Ladder.
Silver Ladder would also be very much into this.
Interested in.
It might be something to bring it to the Concilium itself. I'll talk to Adramiel.
Yeah, a person potentially awakening is definitely one of those. We might want to alert everybody so they're on the lookout, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because when it happens, it everybody nearby knows. I can't remember the exact range. And stuff.
Anybody within a mile
Is aware.
of the same path.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But a mile in New York is a lot of people.
Put everyone on alert, and also give them a heads up that someone is trying to screw with this.
Mm-hmm.
So you should extra watch this guy.
So, can I call Shodell? Or do we not want to involve them?
I feel like we're involving everyone, right?
I think Songbird says this in character. Do you know any other Guardians?
Yes.
He's my go-to guy. I know others.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, I think we need to kind of let everybody know. I'll take care of I'll talk to Hadramiel and Red tomorrow.
Oh,
didn't talk to
within
you for
their
Silver Ladder.
gnosis or rank in miles. So those who have a higher gnosis would feel it harder.
Yeah.
Or feel it farther out. Yeah.
So 6 miles away, which is most of New York.
Yeah. So who did we talk to in the ladder?
I can talk to Hadramiel as a point of contact, and he's also, one of the counselors, so it's a pretty good inroad.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we'll potentially need, like, not only people of different orders, but people of different paths to be
on alert.
Watching.
Yep.
Fuck. Yeah, I called him, and he basically was talking about how, he felt like someone was, well, he wouldn't even talk about it over the phone. So he felt like someone was watching him. And
he was right.
Yeah, he was definitely right. So I think I put him at ease. I got rid of the spell, put up a ward on him. So that'll do for now, but it's going to be something we need to. This can't just be the three of us taking care of this.
No.
Yeah, I'll tell Ate. She can. That's kind of what she does.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So, as you guys kind of sit and mingle, for me, this is kind of a, obviously we have a Jimmy Smalls thing to deal with. And we'll probably get to the long suggested concilium meeting. So you guys can go see bureaucracy in action.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not free council, so there's not a lot of voting. This is what's happening, and you're being informed, kind of stuff. But then also, so that's a thing that doesn't necessarily directly involve you guys. But then we have a little downtime. You guys can do some research into these locations, decide where you want to go first. And we can do other scenes. I'm sure we will end up putting on the play somewhere in here. Some stuff like that. But otherwise, we're kind of in a nice little downtime place until you guys decide we won't fly.
Right.
Or convince somebody to teleport you somewhere close-ish, which I do not suggest. Because trying to get back is going to be a bitch and a half. So, but yeah, we got 15 minutes or so. So if there's anything like in the immediate we want to do, we can definitely do that.
Songbird needs to go shopping.
I said we were never going to do a shopping episode, but all right.
We're going shopping. Specifically, I'm going to poke through some thrift and antique stores. And I find that thing I sent a picture of you to you.
Oh man, yeah. Hang on. Oh, let me look it up in Discord. Oh wait. But yes, I vaguely remember a thing. And yeah, that was a fairly small thing if I remember correctly. Yeah. So it definitely would be in the 1 dot territory, and you have 3 dots of resources. So yeah, you just pick that up, no problem.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't figure it'd be that much of a thing. Yep. Just a small silver mirror, like a hand mirror. And then come back to the house and go to sleep.
Cool.
Or maybe this was first thing in the morning before I go and start talking to people.
Sure. Anything else you guys have planned that we can do in the immediacy?
I was going to release my coin once again.
Oh, throw it out
into the wild.
Throw it out into the world. I'm telling you, man, you got to get that Fate 4. You can do all sorts of wacky stuff with that coin. But okay, yeah. So you cast,
No, I never. It's still going.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I never stopped it.
Yep. So you kind of leave that there, and yep. I guess you need to go replace a.
I have to go replace a burner phone.
Yeah. Cool. All right, no problem. As we start the labyrinth churning
again.
Yep. Go catch something else. Someone else. Cool. Anything Atreides is up to?
Not particularly at this point.
Okay. Did you actually spend XP on increasing status?
I was trying to decide if I wanted Mysterium or Concilium status.
Gotcha. And you can do both.
Well, I mean, one at a time. Yeah.
Your call. Yeah, because
I think she's saying she only has 1 XP.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, because like I said, you guys have kind of unlocked those in terms of doing stuff. Actually, and we haven't really touched on it, but if we want, we can set a scene, especially between bringing this to the Guardians' attention and dealing with the Seers back in Philly. I think that would be appropriate for everybody having two status within their orders, between direct combat for Chris and screwing over some Seers with for the Guardians.
Get it for free?
You already have two, right? Yeah, excuse me. What was that?
Just get it for free?
No.
Or
no,
we have
just,
the ability
it
to
is
purchase
unlocked, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely a reason to buy it. Cool. All right. Yeah, so next week we
kind of
pick up with I guess probably the Concilium meeting. And
little odds and ends and some downtime scenes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Should be fun.
Yeah.
And spoilers, everyone. Imbued items.
Yes. How much willpower do you have?
By the time I go to craft them, 5.
After, probably less. But fingers
Less.
crossed on those exceptional successes to
absolutely.
to complete it. Cool. All right, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I handled Jimmy. Did we determine? We talked about in the break. Did you determine what your suit of armor happens to look like, or are we going to leave that for next week?
I think it's like Italian, like Renaissance.
Oh, like the really Baroque kind of stuff.
Yeah, like more like
showy.
like Cavalier's armor.
Oh, okay.
So like lighter. Like you gotta have room for some of the fluffy shirts to flow out from underneath it, right?
Gotcha. Okay, very cool. Yeah, that is like, I imagine, Pip is there like, what is the hell is this crate? Opens it up and goes, what the fuck is this? I'm sure you probably actually left like, hey, by the way, this thing is coming.
Like next week we'll have a scene where I'm there before it.
Right. Yeah. But
anyways.
Yeah, Pip is going to have some fun with that. Cool.
I am excited.
All right. So as always, guys, come join us on Discord, support us on Patreon. Those links, I believe, are down at the bottom. Of course, that's staylucky.club. And of course, and I
so good.
I know, it's so great. And I failed to mention it earlier, but it is September, so tier 1 basic subs are half off. So you can do that. That supports not only our show, but everything else on the channel, which if you watch the pre-roll, there's a bunch of shows and gives you access to all the VODs and stuff like that. That's really cool. And for those of you who do D&D or just like monster books, that's also a Kickstarter. That's also in the pre-roll. It's for Scarred Lands, which is a really cool 5e setting for D&D. I've talked crap about D&D in the past, but that's just because it's not narrative. When you want to play monster stomping heroes, D&D is terrific. But I kind of did that for a little bit. I say as I think 2 of us or three of us are actually setting up a 5e
3 of us are getting ready to play in like a few weeks.
But that's Eberron, and that's different because Eberron is special to me.
D&D.
Yeah, you can definitely
No one ever does.
Right. So, all right. That's all that.
Goodbye. We love you all.
Hi. Bye-bye.
Bye. Stay lucky.
I was to say, is he not going to say it?